I'm Liz from Caravan Guide Insurance. In this video, caravan journalist and vlogger Andrew Ditton looks at spring checks for your caravan.
Whether your caravan has been in use or in storage over the winter, performing these few simple checks may save you a lot of heartache later on in the season. Let's get started. Tyres are crucial, bearing all that weight at high speeds. Take a look at the side walls, including the inside edges and the treads, to make sure that there are no cracks or signs of damage. If there is, replace the tyres. It's also a good idea to replace the tyres after 5 years anyway, even if they look okay. In all cases, don't forget the spare. Keeping with the tyres, check that they're correctly inflated in accordance with the values given in your caravan's handbook. Use a torque wrench to tighten your caravan wheel nuts to avoid wheel separation. Again, the correct values will be given in your caravan's handbook. Now we check the fire safety equipment. As a matter of course, replace the battery in your smoke detector and carbon monoxide detector. Now check the dates on your fire extinguisher and fire blanket, arranging replacement if they have expired. Now we turn our attention to the water system. It's a good idea to flush the system through with a water sterilizing fluid such as Puriclean, and while you are doing so, follow the length of the pipes and check for leaks. Remember to fill the hot water tank and the toilet flush tank with fresh water and let them stand for a few minutes again to check for leaks. If you have a water filter, now is the time to replace it. Your nose is a great indicator to let you know if you have damp and mould in the caravan. Do a visual check around any area where the body has been cut, in other words the windows, the roof lights and edges including along the ceiling. Also check the backs of cupboards and the underside of cushions for mould, and if the caravan smells musty, then consider using moisture traps when it's not in use. If you love a gadget, you could also invest in a damp meter. Looking at the chassis and running gear, this is simply a case of visually checking that the chassis looks fine, not bent or cracked, and also that the handbrake, the corner steadies and jockey wheel all operate smoothly. Lubricate these if necessary. Now we look at electricity and gas. First off, the leisure battery. A voltmeter is a handy piece of kit to have, so get hold of one of these and check that your battery is in a good state of charge. If not, charge it up and check after a few days that it is holding that charge. If it isn't, you'll need to replace it. It is important to keep the leisure battery charged if powering tracking devices or alarms. If you have these listed as caravan security on your insurance policy, keeping them working will likely be a condition of theft cover. However, not all tracking devices are powered by the leisure battery. Now we head inside, switch the caravan on and check that all the lights are working correctly. Now check the gas hoses from the gas cylinders. These should have a date printed on them, and replace any that are either cracked or over 5 years old. Light the appliances and make sure that they are burning with a blue flame, not orange. Any appliance burning an orange flame could be dangerous and must not be used. Switch off immediately and seek the advice of an approved caravan service engineer. Now is a great time to give the caravan a jolly good clean, both inside and out. It's a great way not only to freshen it up, but also to make sure that you examine the entire caravan. Turning our attention to the road lights. Check the connector plug and make sure the pins are neither bent nor corroded. Look at each road light, including those at the front, to check that the lamps work and also to make sure that they are neither cracked nor full of condensation or moisture, which could signify a perished seal. If possible, ask someone to stand behind the caravan to check brake lights and indicators are working. Finally, we examine the security devices such as the wheel lock to make sure they're in good working order. If you have a motor mover or a TPMS system, replace the batteries in the handsets. Don't leave it until they fail. Remember that these checks do not replace an annual caravan service. Check your service date, book in your caravan if necessary, and whilst you have your documentation out, check all policies and subscriptions are up to date. For example, your tracking device subscription, your breakdown cover, and of course, your caravan insurance.
So there you have it. Thanks for watching.
For more hints and tips, head on over to the Caravan Guard blog, and while you're there, why not get a great value quote for your caravan insurance?